Well, hello there, welcome back to part 2 of building my miniature greenhouse. If you missed part 1, where I made a bunch of tiny garden accessories, you can find the link right down in the description. Today we are tackling the base, so let's get into it. As per usual, I have way too much leftover cardboard laying around. To put it to good use, I glued a few layers together to create a super sturdy base. Next, I sketched out my blueprint lines and grabbed some egg cartons. I cut them into little pieces and used PVA glue to stick them down. This is going to be the start of our brick foundation. For the entrance area, I lined up some small coffee stirrers. Once all of that was in place, I coated everything in clear gesso to give it some extra durability. To give this greenhouse a slightly more upscale look, I glued down these amazing little tiles I found online. I made sure to leave some open space for the rest of the brick foundation. After everything dried, I sanded the wood pieces smooth, slapped some masking tape over the tiles to protect them, and started painting. Guess what? More leftover cardboard. I glued some pieces together to form the structure for the raised plant beds. To make them look like real wood, I lined the walls with wooden tongue depressors, glued them down, and gave them a sleek coat of black paint. To finish off the main base, I did a little dye brushing to give the surface a realistic, stony appearance. Next, the kitty and I moved on to the actual brick foundation using some XPS foam. I cut the foam to length and roll a ball of crumpled aluminum foil over it to create a nice gritty texture. Then I used a clay tool to press brick lines into the foam. When I was happy with the texture, it was time to paint. I used a sponge to dab on the base colors, then pushed a darker shade into the crevices, blending it out with my trusty sponge. I think it looks great now. Time for assembly. I glued the bricks into place and immediately realized I forgot to leave space for the door. A quick trim with a knife fixed that right up. For the soil, I went with my favorite hack: dried coffee grounds straight from my coffee maker, mixed with a little PVA glue. And that's it for today. Stay tuned for part 3, where we'll finally finish the entire build. Don't forget to check out part 1 if you haven't already. Now go make something and bye!